welcome back to DM's Beer Reviews. Today we're actually in Toronto and I have a special guest reviewer, Vitali, my friend. We'll be drinking Chimay Red. I finally bought this nice big bottle, as well as a nice gift pack with the official Chimay glass, and also got all three of the beers in small bottles. Chimay Red, as you probably know, is it's actually a Dubbel ale. And it's an authentic Trappist product, probably the most well known in the world. You can get this in two different types of bottles. These nice corked 750 ml, and the smaller ones with a crown cap on. But anyways, to keep the story short, we're going to get into the review now. There's a pretty lengthy description on the back of the bottle, but I might actually do the small bottle as a review as well eventually, so probably get into more details about the style and stuff. So for the glass, I'm going to be using the Chimay glass, and my friend's going to be using this champagne or wine type glass, because there's nothing else. It says not to use a pint glass or anything like that, so let's probably open the bottle now. It's a big cork one. Actually in Ontario you can only get this in, you can only get the red one in big bottles. In Quebec we have the blue one. It's taking me a while actually. It also says not to shake it, which I haven't done. Well, that's what I call smoke. I don't really care for smoke, but you know what, that's pretty impressive. So I'll put it in the Chimay glass first. It's a nice reddish amber color, pretty creamy head to it. Very promising. I'll put that one. There you go. So let's smell it now. Yeah, the bottle's in the way. I think I smell the yeast and quite a lot of fruitiness to it. It's kind of sweet, eh?
Well, as an unexperienced beer drinker, I can only smell the yeast, and that's...
Yeah, Vitali's he's open-minded about it, but doesn't mean he's gonna like every beer it comes along with, you know. Definitely some I think cherry and plum, brown sugar and caramel. Pretty sweet though. I think it's totally sweet. Cloudy, so yeah, reddish amber kind of color, and the head is. Didn't actually expect it to be a very lasting head, but it seems alright so far.
Mine's almost gone now.
It's almost gone now. Some carbonation. It smells like a Belgian ale. I mean, I haven't had that many Trappist beers. I've had While, which is kind of different from everything else, but it smells good. Let's give it a try. Very carbonated.
Yeah.
But also you get nice sweetness from the malt. Fairly spicy. I think I'm getting some cinnamon and stuff like that. And the yeast is pretty strong too.
And it's not sweet. It's not
no,
bitter,
it's just
but
a bit
it's
sweet. Yeah, it's not bitter either. Definitely cherry.
Well, for a person that can't drink really strong bitter beers, this is perfect.
Yeah, and then I mean it's not. Out of the Chimay range, it's probably the weakest one, 7%. I mean, if I was to drink this whole bottle alone, probably start to feel the alcohol. But at this point,
yeah, it was very strong. Like the first sip I had, hit my head right away.
Well, the first sip for me was really carbonated, and
that too, yeah.
Now I think it's a bit bready and a touch of bitterness. But I think it's pretty very balanced actually. No bitterness in the finish, just a tad maybe, and that nice fruitiness and pretty solid medium body too, I think. We'll get back to you in a second, but our first Chimay is good, I think.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're back. I have most of the beer. As it warms up, it kind of becomes more complex. And in my opinion, the bitterness kind of starts coming through. but once it's warmed up, it's a bit, you know, it's a bit milder now. Definitely getting loads of cherry and a bit of plum notes. Probably from the yeast. The yeast is kind of, you know, produces that interesting combination, as well as notes of brown sugar and caramel.
The only thing I felt, well, as an unexperienced, later on I started to feel the spices, pepper. And not in the taste, but like in the burning sensation in the mouth.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, I got that as well. Definitely.
In the beginning, I thought it was carbonation actually, but then I realized it was pepper.
Carbonation actually drops, and
yeah, it drops.
You get some. The head retention is not very impressive. I think in my glass it's even like weaker, but a very tasty beer. I like this. It's my first Chimay. And I mean, for a double style, this is one of the best double ales in the world. So, what else can I say? The drinkability is good. I mean, it's 7%. I think you kind of feel the alcohol, though.
Yeah, especially when you swallow it right away. If you don't like taste it around your mouth, you just swallow it. You can even taste it.
That's actually true. I can think of more deep, which is. It's a Unibrew Quebec beer that I think it's modeled after this one. That one's a bit more spicy though. But you know, in terms of the style, this is one of the best. So I'm not going to give this a 10 out of 10, but I think I'll give this a 9 out of 10, just because it's, you know, there's nothing that makes me think of this beer as a challenging beer. Of course, actually, for 7%, I had beers that are 9% and more drinkable than this, but still, you know. It's not a problem to drink, so really liking the Chimay glass too. Actually, I'll be reviewing the other two beers probably early next year, once I'm back from my holiday anyway. But yeah, so for me it's a 9 out of 10. It's a very good beer. Finally glad I tried it. So thanks for all of you for recommending me this beer. What are you going to give this out of 10?
I don't know. I can't compare it too much to many beers because I haven't drank many, but I don't know, 8 probably or 7 even. Because
either way, it's a good beer.
It's a good beer, yeah, but it's just because I haven't tried many. Like, I have a sweet tooth, so for me, anything that is a bit bitter is already like feels very bitter for me.
I think it's pretty well balanced. You get the bitterness at the end.
Yeah.
But there's some sweetness. I mean, it's not very strong. It's not a sweet beer, but anyway. Very good beer, Chimay. That's 9 out of 10 and 8 out of 10 for Chimay Premiere, and Premiere actually. Yeah, so it's Chimay Red. And see you guys later. Cheers.